Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome to my new lesson. The objective of today's lesson is to identify the use of present continuous tense and also to identify the use of some verbs to express our likes and dislikes. Okay, this lesson is going to be focused to learn the grammar of the unit. So that's why we're going to talk about the present continuous and the use of these verbs. Okay, so let's start with the lesson. So let's start with the use of the present continuous, this famous tense, the present continuous. We're going to use it to talk about things that are happening in this moment, right now, okay? And to say sentences in affirmative form in present continuous, you have to follow the next structure. First, you have to use a subject. Then, the verb to be. Remember, am, are, or is, depending on the subject. Then, the verb with the ing form. This is very important. So we're not going to say, for example, talk. We're going to say talking. We're not going to say walk, but we're going to say walking. Okay? And finally, the complement. Let's continue with the negative form. We're going to start with the subject again, then the verb to be again, but then we're going to use not. So you can say, for example, is not or isn't, or you can say are not or aren't, okay? Then the verb with the ing form, and finally the complement. And the last form is the interrogative form or questions. The structure of the interrogative form in present continuous is the next one. We are not going to start with the subject again, but we're going to start with the verb to be first. The verb to be. Then the subject, then the verb with the ing form, then the complement, and finally the question mark. Okay? So let's see some examples of the three forms. The first example is going to be, she is talking with her friends. That's the affirmative form of present continuous in a sentence. She is talking with her friends. The negative form is going to be, she is not or isn't talking with her friends. And the question is going to be, is she talking with her friends? Do you understand? So let's practice now. So I need that you please open your student books on page number 76. Activity 2. Look at the pictures. Then write a name to complete the sentences. You have to look at these people over here and you have to complete these actions, which are in present continuous, remember? And you have to complete it with the names, the name of one person or two people too. Okay, so stop the video now and do the activity. Did you finish? Great. So let's check now. Number 0 says, Jake is singing. This is Jake, so it is correct. Number 1, are sitting. Two people are sitting. The names are Linda and Greg. Very good. Number 2, is taking a photo. Is taking a photo. The name of the person is Harry. Yes, Harry is taking a photo. Number 3, is talking on the phone. Is talking on the phone. The name of the person is Diana. Very good. Diana
is talking on the phone. Number 4 is living. Is living. The name is Debbie. Correct. Debbie is living. Number 5 is reading. The name is Linda. Linda is reading. Number 6 are dancing. Are dancing. The names are Paula and Steve. Paula and Steve are dancing. Number 7 is standing and cheering. Standing, de pie, and cheering, apoyando. The name is Dave. Dave is standing and cheering. Number 8 is wearing a blue hat and smiling. The name is Julie. And finally, number 9 is running. The name is Sally. Sally is running. Very good, boys and girls.
Now let's continue with the use of 4 different verbs that are going to help us to express our likes and dislikes. The verbs are the next ones: like, don't like, love, and hate. Okay? So we're going to use all of these verbs to express our likes and dislikes. And after these verbs, we're going to use the action and action with the ing form, like the present continuous. Let's see the structure of a normal sentence. For example, we're going to use a subject first, then we're going to use the verb to express our like or dislike. For example, love, hate, like, or don't like. And then we're going to use an action with the ing form. For example, I don't like watching horror movies. I don't like watching horror movies. Let's say another example. She loves listening to BTS. She loves listening to BTS. Remember, we're going to use first the subject, then the verb to express our like or dislike, and then the main action with the ing form. That's really important, okay? So let's practice now.
So open your student books on page number 78 because we're going to do activity number 2 and 3. Okay, so let's read the instruction. Write like, don't like, love, and hate in the correct places. Like, in Spanish, gustar. Don't like, no me gusta. Love, amar. And hate, odiar. Okay, so you have to write all of these verbs next to the correct places, next to the faces. Here we have, for example, 2 happy faces. Then we have only 1 happy face. Then we have a sad face and 2 sad faces. Okay, so stop the video, please, and write the verb correctly. Did you finish? Great. So let's check now. Number 1, if we have 2 happy faces, we're going to say that you love, very good, you love doing something. If we have 1 happy face, we're going to say that you like doing something. So, like. If we have a sad face, we're going to say that you don't like doing something. And if we have 2 sad faces, we're going to say that you hate doing something, okay? Number 1, love. Number 2, like. Number 3, don't like, and number 4, hate. So let's continue with activity number 3. Complete the sentences. Use a verb from exercise 2 and the correct form of the verb in brackets. So here, what you have to do is that you have to complete these sentences with the verb of the faces and the verb in parentheses with the ing form. I need that you please do number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, not 6 and 7. Only until number 5. Quiero que hagan solo hasta las 5, niños. ¿Qué es lo que deben hacer? Deben colocar el verbo que se relaciona a las caritas felices o tristes de la actividad 2 y luego el verbo entre paréntesis con su forma ing. Let's see the example. I love watching sport on TV. Love because we have 2 happy faces and watching because our verb in parentheses is watch. So stop the video now, please, and complete the sentences. Did you finish? Let's check then. Number 1, I one sad face, which is don't like going to the cinema. I don't like going to the cinema. Number 2, I hate getting up early. I hate getting up early. Number 3, my family, the verb is like going to France on holiday. Number 4, my best friend hates running. And number 5, my parents don't like dancing. Very good. And this is the homework that you have to do this week. You have to open your workbooks on page number 72 and you have to do activity number 1 and 3. In the first activity, you have to circle the correct options, which are related to the verb to be. Todas las opciones, chiquillos, están relacionadas al verbo to be correcto que se utilizaría para cada sujeto. For example, number 0, she isn't here. She is or she are playing football in the park. The correct answer in this case is she is, not she are. Okay? Then you have to do activity number 3, not 2. 3, okay? Complete the sentences with the present continuous form of the verbs in brackets. Number 0 says, go away, Jack. I am not talking to you. So you have to use the verb in parentheses and you have to complete the sentences. Van a ocupar los verbos entre paréntesis con la forma correcta, en este caso negativa, y van a completar la oración utilizando el presente continuo correctamente. And then you have to do activity number 8 from page number 73 of the workbook. And in this activity, you have to complete the text. Use love, 2 happy faces, like, 1 happy face, don't or doesn't like, 1 sad face, and hate, 2 sad faces, and the correct form of the verbs. Lo que tienen que hacer es completar el texto, chiquillos, utilizando el verbo para expresar nuestro gusto correcto por las caritas y el verbo entre paréntesis conjugado correctamente con el ing. For example, my family are a bit strange. They like or don't like all kind of different things. My sister doesn't like cooking, but she, and then you have to complete with the two happy faces and the verb with the ing form. Okay, very good.
And that is the end of today's lesson. Remember that this week we're going to have another online lesson, so you have to do your homework because we're going to check the homework there. And also I'm going to answer all of your questions about the contents of this lesson. So, see you next lesson. Bye!